Okay, boys and girls, just like we did earlier today, we're also going to work with breaking down this number, so the bigger number. That way we can work with smaller parts and it's a little bit easier. We're working in the distributive property in addition and subtraction. So I'm going to expand 59 so it's with smaller numbers that I can use. So 8 times parenthesis, and I'm going to break this up. In the tens place, we have a 5, which is 50, plus our ones place, which is 9. So 8 times 50 plus 9 is 8 times 59, if we added those together. So now we're going to work with the distributive property. And what's nice about the distributive property is we're going to use these arrows to distribute 8 times 50 and 8 times 9. So we're going to distribute that. I'm going to put it in parentheses, 8 times 50 plus 8 times 9. And if we're working with the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, the P stands for parentheses. So I'm going to work with the 2 parentheses before I can add. So I'm looking at this 50 and I'm noticing that this is a multiple of 10. So if I just multiply these 2 numbers, I can add that 0 later. So 8 times 5 is 40. Add that other 0, that gives me 400. I'm bringing down that addition. And now 8 times 9 gave me 72. Going to add those together, and that would get me 472. Otherwise, it's going to take it takes us a little bit harder to think about, well, how do I do that multiplication between 8 times 59? So let's try a different way with subtraction. And what I'm noticing is I want to work with numbers that are easier for me to work with. And 59, that's close to a number that I can work with. So I'm going to add 1 to it, and that would give me 60. So it'd be so if I think about it, if I add that one now, I'm going to have to take that 1 later. So we're adding that 1, that gives us 60. If I take away 1, it gives me 59. So I'm going to distribute again. I'm going to distribute the 8 to the 60 and the 8 to the 1. So I'm going to distribute that 8 times 60. We're working with subtraction. Minus 8 times 1. 60 is kind of a big number to work with, so I'm going to multiply that 8 and that 6. Gives me 42, right? Gives me 48. And add that 0. Minus 8 times 1 is 8. We're not done yet. We need to figure this out. So 480 minus 8 gives us, well, So we have the same answer for both ways. So there's different ways that we can do. So it just really depends on looking at your number and figuring out what is best for you to do.